dominate the Pacific, and their Supreme War Council continues to execute sweeping plans to bring 700 million Asiatics under imperial control. Proud and confident after her shattering naval victories at the outbreak of war, Japan spills over her legitimate boundaries, pouring supplies and manpower into overseas bases to protect her new empire and defy the Allies. Dedicated to Kodoha, the way of the Emperor, Hirohito, son of heaven. Of all conquest, on the bow of all her ships, the imperial crest, a chrysanthemum with 16 leaves. His magnificent fleet, which for months after Pearl Harbor wields undisputed rule over the greatest of oceans. This is the Navy which has ranged in triumph over the wide Pacific spaces. This is the Navy which has never known defeat. This is the Navy dedicated to a creed fanatic. With tenacious and tireless spirit, we strive to reach superhuman skill and perfect fighting efficiency. Now its mission is to build a mighty base in the Bismarck Archipelago, Rabaul, on the island of New Britain. And from this base, soldiers, sailors, and airmen of Imperial Japan can attempt to break the fragile hold of Americans and Australians southeast on Guadalcanal, southwest on New Guinea. The harbor of Rabaul. Base, arsenal, fortress, from which Japan seeks to control the South Pacific and clench her hold on the Solomon Islands and New Guinea. Garrisoned with 80,000 troops, Rabaul is a springboard for conquest, a bulwark for defense. 5 new airfields are prepared to support the Imperial Japanese Navy. Rabaul, immovable, secure, impregnable aircraft carrier that blocks the American climb up the ladder of the Solomon Islands. Carefree pilots, day after day, carry out their simple mission. Destroy all ships, supplies, and men who have the audacity to challenge an imperial mandate. Rabaul's air and naval power sweeps out to dominate surrounding islands and waters. To eliminate Rabaul, the Japanese and the Allies know a foothold must be won and held on the islands that ring it, and bases established from which it can be reduced blow by blow until the knockout. But first, the Allies must forge rings around Rabaul. Rendova, another rung up the ladder of the Solomon Islands toward Rabaul. But Rendova is only a stepping stone across a narrow arm of water to Munda and its priceless airstrip. Munda was murder. Planned as a quick stroke of Allied strategy, it took 5 bitter weeks to capture. But it takes only 5 days for the United States Navy's fabulous construction battalions, the Seabees, to transform ruined Munda runways into an operational airfield.